Should we start?
Sure, let's go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our Fire Life, our channel. We talk about family relationships and everything in between. And today is the 8th edition of Family Fuel Friday.
Yay!
And we're here with our little Bubba Lincoln here. The two others are upstairs.
Mhm. What?
What was I going to say? Anyway, this is the Lincoln. The two others are upstairs, Amelia and Alina. Bubby is going to be 9 months on Monday. Alina is 11, and Millie is 2. So we have a lot of fun.
Yes.
But my name's Greg. If you don't know, I'm a firefighter. This is Caitlin.
I'm Caitlin, and
She's
I do hair
and stay-at-home mom, and she takes care of these little monsters when I'm away at the firehouse. But today we decided we wanted to talk about being
an
intentional to your spouse.
Mm-hmm.
And what being an intentional spouse is it's in marriage. It's so easy to get caught up in the routine of things and taking care of the kids and going to work and doing this and that,
Drifting.
and not taking the time to spend with one another and building the relationship that pretty much created your family to begin with. So being an intentional spouse means taking those actions and doing something special that you know that your wife or your husband would like, and it doesn't have to be big actions.
No.
It's just taking the time out of your day and let them know
to
that you're thinking
recognize
about
each
them.
other. Mm-hmm.
And before we got married, Caitlin and I took a class. It was called Dynamic Marriage. It was actually at our church, and it kind of taught you.
It was like the first week we were married. Remember, because we missed the very first class because we were in.
All right, yeah, right after we got married,
Yeah.
we took the Dynamic Marriage class.
Yeah.
But it really, I think, has helped us in the first. We've been married now for 3 years. It'll be 4 years this year.
Mm-hmm.
Got that right? Yes.
Yep.
4 years this
Yeah.
year.
I absolutely think it was.
And I love it.
Mm-hmm.
The last 3 years have been amazing. We've got 3 amazing little munchkins here, and we have a lot of fun.
Well, it was insightful on what you can not what expect, but how to communicate to one another, and how to. And not everybody is the best at communicating. I'm not very good at it. I like to just bottle things up, and feel like, oh, it'll be fine, it'll work out. But I learned that you need to communicate with one another. You need, which Greg and I have always been good with that anyway. I've never been worried about that, but just taught me personally some things that, some tools to help with your marriage and relationships and things like that.
Right. And in the Dynamic Marriage class that we took, they gave us the concept. They called it a love bank.
Oh yeah.
And essentially what that is that, say, she's got her own love bank and I got my own love bank. And if we're not making deposits into those love banks, somebody else intentionally could,
if you allow it.
Well, yeah, but if the person you're with isn't showing you affection and care or attention, and somebody else starts showing you attention, it just, it piques your interest.
Yeah.
If someone's showing you what? That's me learning?
I think I know that is what we learned in class, but I also think that you're able to tell people no, and just because someone's showing you interest, and like, okay, that I'm devoted to this person.
Well, I don't think anybody intentionally goes into like an affair or cheating on somebody with the intent of doing that. I think it's okay. This person's nice. They're building a nice friendship, and you're making little deposits in your love bank until it gets to a point where you start. I think those feelings is where those feelings start. I don't think I think a lot of those relationships are built, just start out as friendship, and things kind of build because you're not getting the deposits from the people that should be making deposits in your love bank.
Right. But then you should be telling that person, you should be speaking up to that person and not just continue it allow to happen.
But that's what, being an intentional spouse, that's kind of what it means.
Yeah, I guess.
And we had a video we did on discipline, and talk about disciplining your kids and how you need to find their currency and what's important to them, and that's what you use to discipline them. You find out what's important to them and you take that away from them.
Oh yeah,
Someone's hungry.
I think he's hungry. Sorry, everybody.
His currency is
milk.
You take that away and well, he's not going to change his attitude, but he's just going to get more upset. But
Right.
like, what would you say your love currency is?
Maybe like I don't know. Like coffees, like when you bring me coffee or something like that. Like not presents, but just kind of like I don't know. Like I don't need you to shower me with gifts, but a coffee here and there is nice. Right. Or
well, just like I would say, like yours would be like thoughtfulness, like show that you're thinking about them.
Oh yeah. Or like just even a text like I love you, like like when you say miss you or whatever, just things like that, like thoughtfulness. That's good.
Let's see, thoughtfulness. I would say intimacy, hugs, kisses, and stuff.
Oh yeah. Like
which
affection.
you didn't used to be like that.
No. I was like.
Yeah, I like her.
I wasn't like. I take that back. It was more like I wouldn't show it.
Right.
Like I wasn't affectionate. I like hugs, but.
Like for me, I think my love language is like when I come home and like the house is cleaned. And I'm not saying she has to stay at home and like clean the house. Like, that's a woman's work. No, that's not what I mean. It's just when I come home and the house is messy, like we're like teamwork when we clean the house. But
yeah,
if I come home and the house is a mess, it just kind of stresses me out.
Yeah.
And I can't focus my attention on her because
he's worried. He sees the mess, which I totally get that.
Right.
And I've even felt that way coming home from work. Like even if I've been at the salon for like 4 hours or whatever, and I come home and it's messy, I totally get it. Like you come home and you're like, ugh, I don't know.
Hello, blended family.
Hi.
Welcome to our live stream.
Boys are here
too. Jess and the boys.
Sorry, we have to turn our head sideways.
Yeah, we can wave. We're live streaming on YouTube and on Instagram. So if we look like both. 2 different screens, that's why. But you guys, thanks so much for joining us.
Yes. But what we were saying is like love languages and stuff. There's a book out, I think.
It's called. I'm pretty certain it's called Dynamic Marriage.
No, someone lent it to me. Love languages.
We'll
I don't know.
Later on after we'll find it up this video.
Okay, yeah, just please over this. I get it, dude. You want out.
Can't breathe.
Yeah, he's like clawing his way out.
Like my love language is like if she like does small stuff to clean the house, or
we should have thought about this prior.
Well, I'm trying to think. Well, because it's changed.
That's true.
Your love language is constantly changing.
I can see that. Yeah,
and like when we started, it was affirmation. Well, affirmation's a big one for me. Like if I want to feel
good job.
If I work hard or I've done something. Like in our old house, I would I totally redid the sidewalk and stuff like that.
In the garden.
And just like an affirmation, like you did really good job.
Awesome.
I'm so proud of you. Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate what you've done.
Right.
And just hearing that is big to me.
Right.
If I'm doing stuff and constantly not feeling appreciated, obviously
you get down about it.
And I talk about making deposits in the love bank. You can also deduct from.
Oh yeah.
If you're doing something bad or doing something that
negative
that you don't like, you can also make deductions. And like I said, you want to keep your deposit in the love bank high.
Did we talk about the 100-100 thing?
Oh no, we didn't. And what we learned in that class, and I think is so true, is a lot of people say, marriage is 50-50, you got it's a give and a take. But I don't think it is.
Just
what they taught us is 100-100.
Right.
We both have got to give 100% to your marriage and to your partner all the time.
Right.
And it doesn't always work out that way. Obviously, things come up, and you can't give 100. But that's what being an intentional spouse is about.
Right.
If Caitlin is not being able to give 100 and she pulls away, it doesn't mean I shouldn't pull away and stop giving her affection and love because she's been distracted or busy.
Right.
It's being equal and meeting each other in the middle and knowing.
Well, and I think 2 times in relationships you learn maybe your spouse or partner is having a tough time at the moment, and you can kind of see that hopefully when you have been with somebody, and you can kind of step up for them, like help them out.
Sorry, my brother.
Hi,
my brother
sorry.
just jumped on.
I'm not even paying attention to who's. I don't even know where to look. There's too many things going on. Right there. But you just kind of. Now I lost my train of thought. Like you can kind of make up for them sometimes if they're having a tough time.
Right.
You step up for them. I think, you know.
And we're going back to like being 100, 100. It's and the love bank thing. It's so easy if someone's not showing you the affection you want or the caring nature that you need.
Millie's going, hungry, mama.
Millie's hungry. She has 8.
Oh,
I just literally just fed her.
Oh, she is.
If any of you guys, we hear you, sweetheart.
Just a second, Millie.
If any of you guys have kids, you know, like, it's a bottomless pit. You can throw snacks. What,
Here,
Millie?
you talk. I'll handle her. She wants to come downstairs.
Oh, we may have a joiner coming.
Hey, sister, be careful.
What I was saying, you know, if I'm not giving 100% to my wife, or she's not giving 100% to me, it shouldn't give me the right to pull back and not give her that 100%. They talked about
But like just when, like you said, like if I'm not,
it's just so easy to pull away when someone's not showing you the affection or what you think you should do. And when you get married, like you change. We got a kitty upstairs. You better go take care of her. She's coming down the stairs. She's meowing down the stairs. But you know, someone pulling away shouldn't give you a reason to start treating them negative because they're treating you negative. And I talked about, you know, if you want to build a strong marriage, you should show them love through those moments when you don't really want to show them love. And that's what marriage is all about, is loving the person even when you don't want to or you don't feel like it. You know, and that's what being an intentional spouse is all about. You know, they're going to do things to make you mad, and they're going to do and say things that you don't agree with. But you know what? That's what marriage is about.
You're not always going to be like besties.
Right, yeah. Whatever, we besties all the time. You know, they're going to do things to make you mad. But that doesn't give you the right to come back, you know. It's not an eye for an eye in marriage, that's for sure.
Right, yeah. You shouldn't just think.
I don't know. I don't know if you guys can hear her, but she's being ridiculous.
Because I had to hold the peep for her. She's literally sitting at the
But you guys have any questions for us so far? And we'll continue here in a minute once the kids settle down.
No, Link. Forgot he learned how to crawl up the stairs.
Yeah, Lincoln learned how to crawl up the stairs yesterday, so that would be a fun issue to tackle. Millie, come here. Come say hi to everybody. Come here. I'm going to help you up. Say hi. Oh, this is Elsa.
Elsa's here with her blue mouth.
Say Elsa. What's Elsa sing? Let it go. Can't hold me back. More. Let it go. Let it go. Turn away and I don't care what they're going to say. She's a goofball. Anyway, back to what we were talking about.
I think it's easy to get caught up in
you
see other people like and how their marriages look and how
this girl's crazy.
Everything's perfect all the time and this and that, and you forget about, you don't always hear about the bad parts of it, which nobody wants to talk about the rough patches. But it's easy to compare yourself and think that, oh, well, they found somebody who's like dotes on them all the time or does this or does that, so I'm going to find that too. And it's not realistic. You have to both work for it.
Right.
You know.
And there's, like, I talk to so many people. I have so many friends who, like, can't feel like they can't wait to get away from their wives sometimes.
Yes,
and it's like, I just don't get it. Because Caitlin's my best friend, and I love spending time with her. I work 2 days in a row, and then I'm off for 4. Literally, those 4 days, we're together 90% of the time.
Yep. You're not 5. You're 2.
You're 2. If I go to the store, like, we go together. I just love doing all those small things together.
Mm-hmm. Somebody write something?
Your battery is empty. Aw. Thanks for watching, Blended Family. Sounds good. Say bye, Blended Family.
Bye, family. What were you saying?
I don't remember.
Oh, no.
But yeah, we love spending time together. And then,
oh, no. Here you go.
And a lot of people find that so odd. We run into people. I ran into someone at the store the other day, and they're like, "You're here alone?" I'm
I think we've said this before.
Yeah, we have. You're here alone? And I'm like, yeah, we don't have to be together all the time. We like to.
Choose
and
to
people
be.
act like I don't let her go out and
Yeah.
do things, but we love to do stuff together.
No, the person who doesn't let me go out and do things is this little man right here.
Right. He holds you hostage. She's gonna spill your coffee over there.
Millie. No. Once he's eating like table foods and stuff, it's on.
Right.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, we enjoy each other's company, and I think you should find that. I mean, it's nice to have your own personal space and hobbies and things you can do and enjoy outside of each other. I think that's healthy, but it's also okay if you like each other and want to spend time together. That's the goal, I feel like. I don't know.
And truth be told, I have not been the intentional spouse that I used to be when we first married. Obviously, it gets harder and harder with the little ones. You cannot have a marshmallow. Sorry. It gets harder and harder with the more kids you have, obviously. This guy right here takes up probably 80% of all our times.
Mm-hmm.
Everything we do kind of depended on what he wants to do and Millie wants to do. So
right.
When you have the kids, it's even more important to take those intentional moments to, send a text saying I'm thinking about you, or making a quick phone call.
Or pick something up for them at the store, even if it's just like, I don't know.
The way to her heart is coffee. She loves coffee. So I haven't picked you up a coffee in a while.
No, that's okay. We've been trying to save money.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You make me coffee though at home.
Boom. Yeah.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
But
well, I think you go through waves too. Like you were always you were very one way in the beginning, and then it's kind of shifted now.
Right, like I said,
how to explain that. But.
As you get married, like you individually, you change. You both change. And just because you hear so many people say in marriage, oh, he just changed and he's not the person.
Oh yeah, he's not the same person. Yeah.
But they don't realize you changed as well. Everybody's constantly changing, and like we talked about the love bank and what makes the deposit in your love bank changes. And Caitlin used to not like the intimacy and the closeness as much as she used to when we first started. But now I feel like it's more of a bigger deduction or bigger deposit than it used to be.
Like he'd always before I left, he was like, "Bye, I love you," and gave me a kiss. Or when I came home, gave me a kiss, and I was like, "You don't have to do that all the time." But honestly, that's not what I was used to. I'm just not used to that. But now I'm like,
yeah. If any of you here that know, Caitlin was married once before.
Yes, yeah.
And that's where Alina is her daughter. She's my stepdaughter. Mm-hmm. So she comes from a marriage where obviously things weren't. Your love bank wasn't being filled and and stuff like that, and things just didn't work out. But
right. So I think and in any relationship, you adjust and change and have to figure each other out.
Right. Well, I just feel like with marriage nowadays, there's so many people who are like, oh well, I don't like this or that. We're just gonna get divorced. That's not an option.
No.
When I committed to. Well, I know, but you can only do so much. Also.
Well, yeah, that's whatever. But yeah, I agree. Like when Greg and I got married, I was like, you do realize that we won't be getting divorced. Right. I'm not doing that again. So we have to make it work,
Right. And I am totally committed to that. And you got to commit to that every day. It's not just a one-time thing,
Yeah.
You have to wake up and commit to your wife
and husband.
And husband relationship.
Right.
And just go for it every day. And some days it's not easy. There's some days we just we really don't fight that much, but
there's days when we're more distant or whatever. Yeah.
You don't feel like normal. It sometimes, and that's what being an intentional spouse is all about. Is every day taking the effort. Every
Right.
I don't know how many times she calls me or we call her while I'm gone at work. It seems like every couple hours we're talking to each other.
No, it's not that often.
Well, it all depends.
There's certain times of the day, yeah.
Right.
Or if I have a funny story to tell him, I'll call him and tell him.
I love my job, and it's that's the best part about it is I'm pretty open to calling her and talk to her whenever I need to. Obviously, if I'm on a call or something, I won't be able to.
Well, you can't, yeah.
Or training, but
otherwise,
it's pretty available, and she can come visit for lunches and stuff and stuff like that. So it's pretty great, and it works great for our family. But
let me take him back.
This boy's crazy.
Cray.
Cray.
Oh, little mister.
So you have anything to say?
No.
I've been talking a lot.
That's okay. I don't really know. I have stuff on my mind, but oh, there's Elsa. Oh, how pretty.
But what?
I said boobies.
She's
Yep,
got a
she needs a
she's got a
shirt.
Barbie without a shirt, and she goes, "Elsa boobies."
She needs a shirt on. Yep.
Yeah. All
And a mermaid.
She has a mermaid tail.
right. What were you saying?
Oh, so pretty. That I think you need to make time for each other. Once you have children, it's easy to kind of forget about one another. You're always focused on the kids, which is good. But you have to remember that you were there before the children. So you need to take time. And we haven't taken time for each other in a really long time. Like,
She can
that I can remember. Thank you, sweetheart.
be careful where you're walking,
Don't trip,
sweetheart.
okay? And that I think that it's important to do things like that to,
True.
even if it's
Preach.
just like a little coffee, or
Right.
I'm obsessed with
Yeah,
coffee.
and
Just something small. It doesn't have to
well,
be
yeah,
like
we
an
have not been
excursion trip
taking the
out.
time and taking the time for our each other, and it's so hard when you've got one or two kids under one. It just that's where your time, your devotion goes, because you can't just let him sit in the corner and scream all the time. You know, he's got to
Right.
be fed, he's got to be changed, they've got to be done. But you got to take that time out, whether it be at the end of the day or the beginning of the day. And we discussed that too, starting to wake up
Hey, you.
an hour early before the kids get up, and maybe just having coffee together
Right.
and sitting and talking and having that moment to kind of, you know,
Where it's quiet.
right, and just talk without the kids around, nobody else around. Another thing we're talking about, which we're actually pretty excited about. I don't know if we're gonna make it happen now, but we're talking about even taking really
She's fine.
taking a trip and like taking like 3 weeks off work and just traveling the United States,
Right.
possibly renting an RV and driving for 3 weeks, you know, and just visiting and not making any plans.
Don't
and
talk
just
about it
going.
unless it's gonna happen, because I'm getting my hopes up.
I know. I'm getting pretty excited about it, but
Who like keeps
We're trying to-
talking about it?
well, it's because we're trying to save money.
right.
stuff
Not
right
sure
now.
if it's a good idea.
But also want to commit to doing something with our family, because I feel like
Right.
we need our own time. If you don't know, we live with our mother-in-law, and you know, just having really miss having our own space. We love living here, and we're appreciative
yeah.
of it,
Oh
but
yeah.
we miss having our own
Careful,
space
Sissy.
and you know, being on our own time. So I think a trip or a vacation is overdue.
Yep.
Anybody else still watching? You guys have any questions? How about you, Eric? You got any questions for us?
Preach, he said. Can I hit here? Sorry guys, my hand's in the way.
Aaron Pierce watching. Hi, Aaron.
Hello. Look at her. Good job, Millie.
But one thing I feel
Go
like
down.
we've kind of dropped off of.
Yes.
I want to go back to church.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I feel like
agree.
Sundays used to be like our family day. We would go
Yeah.
to church, then we'd go visit my parents, and then we usually would do something. And
We
with
have
my
not
schedule of
done-
me not working, like some days I work Sundays. I usually work 2 Sundays in a row, and then I'm off for a little
For a
while. And I
while,
work
yeah.
just because I work 2 days. Like I'll work Monday, Tuesday, and the next week I'll work Sunday, Monday, and then I'll work Saturday, Sunday the week, and then Friday, Saturday. So I jump back 2 days. So usually 2 weeks. If I work a Sunday, that I'm gone. And with the kids being so little, it was hard for Caitlin to get up and
Oh,
kind of.
I've taken them by myself once or twice, and that was just, I don't know.
Well, that's 'cause-
I enjoy it, but
but
I
he's
need
getting
to
so
just
much
do
bigger
it.
and so much easier
they'd
to
be
take
easier
care of
now, yeah.
that we
And they
really
have
need to get back on a
childcare.
schedule. And we really miss going to church and enjoy.
You're really hot all of a sudden, like
Yeah.
overwhelmed. It's like too much. No, you're fine.
Hi, Mommy Life Beauty. Thanks for joining us. Shh, but we've really missed going to church. And if we don't make this RV trip happen, you know,
That's okay. We'll do
that's
something
okay.
else.
You know, if it's just a weekend trip just between me and Caitlin, we've got to do something, because I feel like we've slacked, and I have not been an intentional spouse like I used to be, and I want to get back on that and taking the time for each other. So that's what being an intentional spouse is all about.
Yep.
You know. What religion? Oh, I actually grew up Catholic. You grew up
I grew up Catholic.
but we actually non-denominational. I
Is
think.
that what it is?
I think it's what it
considered?
is. I think so. It's pretty much, you know, just a Christian church we go to. Nothing against Catholics, but I just felt like
No, yeah.
it was the same thing every time, and I wasn't getting much out of it. I just wasn't feeling connected to who I wanted to be. So we went to a new church, and actually that's where we got married. One of the preachers there, and we really enjoy. That's where a couple of my brothers and sisters have gone. So that's where we switched, and we really enjoy it. We just need to get back on there. Oh, awesome! Yeah.
Yeah. There's just something about it that
Right.
I don't know.
Well, and it's not that it's bad.
no,
I say,
no. We have a lot of friends who are Catholic.
The rest of my family's all still Catholic.
Yeah.
And we love it. The way I look at it, we all read from the same book, so
Well, the goal is to get to the same place, hopefully.
And
so it's not like
ultimately they all say the same thing. Love one another and treat
Right.
everybody like you want to be treated.
right.
And it's as simple as that. And if everybody would just listen to that one rule and be nice to each other, the world would be a much better place.
Yeah,
you know.
it would. But yeah.
You guys do gifts, Mother's Day, birthday gifts. Do we do gifts? Eric said.
No. He used to. It depends on money
Yeah.
situation.
Sorry if the
Little
camera
baby.
keeps bumping. Millie keeps bumping
hitting
the
camera. He has always been really good about giving me gifts, and I not so good.
Yeah, the more
because
kids.
I am not a good gift giver.
Yeah, we have.
But
we have 3 kids.
Oh yeah.
And the more kids we had, the less gifts we bought. I'm
Yeah.
sure you guys can all relate.
Yeah.
We, as a firefighter, and Caitlin only works very part-time in the salon, so we don't make a whole lot of money, but we make it work.
Yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
she's talking about going back full-time, and I'm like, what? Spending the time with the kids and raising their kids is way more important. So we're willing to make it work for now. So
Right.
right now we're, we live in Caitlin's mom's basement. I finished the basement up. We've got some bedrooms and everything down here, and it works good for us, and it's affordable. So we're
Right.
appreciative of that.
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. It's fun being a stay-at-home mom. It's trying sometimes, but
Caitlin was just talking about that earlier. Like, she loves going out with the girls and hanging out and getting out of the house and away from the kids. But as soon as she comes back, she's like, "Oh, I missed you guys."
yeah.
There's such a balance there of getting out of the house and spending time with each other. And
To be honest, when Alina was little, I had to work and I hated it. I hated going to work. You literally had 4 hours a night with her before she had to go to bed, and that's 20 hours a week. And I hated everything about it. And so my dream was to be a stay-at-home mom. And now I am a stay-at-home mom, essentially. And I got to the point where I was like, oh my gosh, I need out of the house. This is not how I thought it would be, but it is being able to work part-time, or even just finding a hobby or something that is good for you is really helped.
Right.
I love it now because I think of all these things that they do through the day, and I would be missing out on that,
Right.
But it's not for everybody.
And if
honestly.
any of you haven't followed us or watched our videos, if you guys on Instagram, our YouTube channel is where we do most of this. Are there other comments somewhere else? Can't see them.
Oh, sorry. We need to ask on Instagram.
Mister.
Yeah, Eric, we're also live streaming on Instagram as well as
So
YouTube.
people are asking
So we got questions on both of them. He's working out, stayed home. Yeah, if I'm looking sideways because my phone's sideways in the holder.
Not walking.
What's not working? You
Oh,
want her to
awesome.
press off?
Yeah, we love you too, and we started about a year ago. So we're actually live streaming on both.
What do you want? Her dress off or on?
We're live streaming on both. So if you hear us answering questions you can't see, that's why. But you guys, do you have any suggestions or tips, marriage tips? Because essentially what our channel is, our Fire Life, the Family Feel Fridays that we do it every Friday. This is our first live one we did, but the idea was to build a community of like-minded parents to come together and throw ideas around and tips, and for us to kind of tell us what we do, and also learn from you guys and get tips about how to be a better spouse to each other and how to be better parents, and just
whatever.
a place for everybody to get away and kind of learn from each other. It's kind of an escape from the kids for a little while. So that's why we call it Family Fuel Fridays. You can get away, kind of refuel. We also do vlogs every Tuesday.
I try to every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday, and that's on our YouTube channel. Last week we did a yoga challenge. We all did yoga, and we actually had a lot of fun. I've done yoga every day for the last 5-6 days, and I've really enjoyed it. Actually, my posture and everything, I felt more flexible.
Oh, I need
I've been
one.
getting so
Mine.
stiff.
Yeah.
Read the questions out loud. We'll
Oh,
do,
yeah, good
Eric.
idea. Sorry.
So yeah, she was.
It's a good
The
idea.
other person just asked if what our religion was and how many kids we had. So, any of you guys have any more questions for us?
Be careful. Your phone, where is? Oh no, it was up here last night.
Your phone? It's on the floor right there.
No.
The phone, that white one?
Her one for her kitchen.
Yeah, it's right there, by the oven on the floor.
No.
Yeah, that is. That's your phone.
You're on my phone.
See, it's on the ground right there. It's white.
Lincoln. Oh my gosh, if he even.
Not right.
How old are your kids? Mine is 2. So Alina,
Is
who
11.
we mentioned, is from Caitlin's previous marriage. She's my stepdaughter, but I still call her my daughter. I love her like she's my own. She's 11. Bubby here will be 9 months on Monday.
Sorry.
He's crazy.
I'm trying to stand him
And
up.
Millie, come here, Millie.
She's 2.
Come say hi. Nah, she don't want to say hi. But she's 2, and
2-year-old.
she's crazy. She's wild.
She's funny.
You know,
Yeah, they're fun ages.
they are a lot of fun. What about you, Eric? Any questions over there? And
Or advice. Anybody
From the
have
East Coast?
advice?
no, don't touch that, sweetie.
Coming.
Where?
Hide.
The
No, no, no,
monster's
no.
coming.
Monster's
Go hide in Mom and
Go hide
Daddy's
in my
room.
daddy's room. Hurry.
Go. Oh,
Who's your favorite brother? Ooh, that's a tough one.
I don't have any. No. I do. Well, I
Okay.
do. I do by marriage.
Well, of course you, Eric.
What's wrong, honey?
Did you hurt your foot?
What time is it anyway? Oh,
4:30. 2 years old. Yeah. Did you have a boy or a girl? Mommy, life, beauty.
hello.
Hello, Kid Space. With I can't read the rest of your name.
It
Yes,
won't
thanks for joining
show
us.
the full name.
And as soon as this live stream's over, you guys, it'll be up live. It's 2:30 where I
2:30.
live. And I have a boy. His name is David. Yeah,
Cute.
it's 4:30
Aw.
here.
What's
You guys,
what,
welcome
honey?
to our live stream. But you guys, if you're liking this content, I know it's kind of
We're all over the place.
all over the
Sorry.
place. And it's live streaming is. I knew. My brothers. I told Erica he was my favorite brother. I knew. If you guys don't know, I
Here,
have
sweetie.
10 brothers and sisters. Actually 9, counting me as 10. I've got
You always
5
do
brothers and 4 sisters, and I grew up with a huge family, and I love it, love it, love it.
And I'm an only child.
She's an only child. We've got 3 kids, and may have 1 or 2
This
more
is
or
mommy's
more,
hair stuff. Don't lose it.
depending on finances and such. But
Yeah, we'll have to
you know, being a part of a big family, I loved it, and Caitlin loves being a part of a big family now.
Oh, yeah.
When we all get together, it's just crazy,
You
and
can
we
dip
love
it
it.
out.
So no play with it.
You can play with it, just don't lose it.
But like I was saying, we do videos every Tuesday and Friday
Tuesday
on
and
our
Friday.
YouTube channel, where Our Fire Life is our name. If you
Mhm.
haven't, any of us on
Found us before.
Instagram, you can find us, and we've got all kinds of videos on there. Usually our family
Yeah,
feels
look at
obviously edited and more precise and put together.
If you open it, it'll make a mess. So
My brother
please
asked,
do
do we
not.
plan on having more kids?
Not
Yeah.
currently.
No, well, not right now. We're kind of waiting for Millie over here and this one to get out of diapers, and then
Right.
we'll definitely, I think, have at least one more,
Oh yeah.
because just the diapers and everything is just a little crazy. So
Yeah.
we want to take a year or so off.
Well, in our own home and
Right.
all that.
Probably about a year or so. We may try for one more, and we'll see. And in what life brings us, we'll have to see. I would love to have more kids, but I always say and tell Caitlin, we need more.
Good people.
Millie's being crazy.
I love you.
Anyway, we need more good people raising good people, because the bad people feel like they have more kids than good people, the
I
good
get
loving
you.
people
Yeah.
nowadays. So we need more good people raising good people in this world,
Right.
and the world would be a better place. My brother Eric said, "Never wait on money; you'll never have enough." And he would
I
know
know.
they're actually getting ready to have baby number 6.
I think that's so.
And I don't know
That's
how to do
awesome.
it. Yeah, they live across the country, so we don't get to see them all the time. So it's nice to talk to him on here. No. Are you lying? She just keeps roaring at us.
Mommy, dinosaur.
She's a dinosaur.
No, no.
I switched
Eric's-
back and forth on the.
Eric said, "Get out of the diapers. You're crazy. Keep it going." No, diapers are gonna be gone first. I agree. Need more good people, raising more good people. Me and my husband, we're trying for baby number 2, but nothing yet. Have just left it in Gaza.
Yep.
Yes, we'll
That's
say an
what we
extra
did.
prayer for you guys.
Yes. That's how he got here.
Well, we weren't planning
Hi.
to have a baby as soon as we did with him, but he was
Mama.
kind of our bonus baby there for a minute, and we couldn't be happier to have him.
No, it's perfect.
But it was one of those wasn't quite ready for that yet.
Right.
But, it's all good and fun. So
Just earlier today, he came home from work and I was like, I want another one, and he was like, ugh. And then as the day goes on, he'll be like, I could see us having another one, and I'll be like, oh no. But
yeah, I go through.
switches hourly here.
Depends how the kids are acting.
Right.
If they're holy terrors,
Right.
it makes,
Mommy.
oh, you found a
Cool.
book. Good job.
Can you read it?
Yeah.
So
Okay. Sorry, this is kind of long, and we're just kind of drawing it out. I know, but
that's okay. All right, well, guys, I think we're gonna hop off here if that's okay
Right.
with you. Caitlin actually has a hair appointment here coming up, and she's
Yeah.
gonna have to get back to the salon, and I'm gonna be watching the crazies. And for those of you guys that have watched on YouTube, find us on Instagram. We post stories and stuff all the time.
oh yeah,
Yes, the morning us Kims went more, but then
toward the end of the
night,
night,
we're like, no, yes, definitely.
until they're asleep. Then you're like, oh, they're
Yeah,
so
you
cute.
look at them
Let's have
sleeping, you're
another
like,
one.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
First, it's like a Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah,
First
he
they're
always says-
sour,
then
then
they're
they're sweet.
Ah. Ah.
What did Eric say?
I would suggest to keep the clothes. Did you say keep them close or keep the clothes?
Keep them close. I think he means the kids.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yes, find us some and watch some of our old videos. Some of our family field videos from the past few Fridays have been a lot of fun. So if you guys want to go back and watch those, last week we did one on
I don't even remember.
the truth about going from 2 to 3 kids was
Was that already last week?
that was last
Oh,
week.
geez.
So we talked about how we went from 2 to 3 kids and the big changes.
Mm-hmm.
And my brother, who has 6 kids, he's actually watching this right now. I had talked to him about, going from 2 to 3 is crazy. I can't imagine going in 6. And he's like, well, after 3, it's just kind of all a wash. You zone defense is pretty much what he told me.
Aw.
You got to
Well,
get
you
through
hear
that.
that. You just kind of.
But you guys, we're going to get off here now. We've been on for a
Uh-oh.
good 40 minutes now. Lincoln's going to have to eat before Mom goes back to work.
Yep.
And like I said, if you haven't followed us on Instagram, find us in there. If you haven't followed us on YouTube, find us there. We're also on
Yes.
Facebook, and we post stuff all the time. So
Yeah.
thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe,
Oh.
follow, like, heart, whatever you're on. And if you have any comments after this is over, let us know.
Keep
or go
on-
back to our
yeah.
old videos and keep on watching if you want to see us do more, because we love posting content and love showing stuff to them. Eric said he would suggest keeping them close. Well, you didn't keep yours close.
He did though. All 4 of them were close, and then the last 2,
aren't close, yeah.
they are close.
Well,
They're
they're not close to the other ones.
I know, but I think.
Anyway, so you guys, we'll see you guys
Whatever.
later. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.
How do I end the live stream? There it is.
Yeah, you made
Bye,
fun of me
guys.
that one time. Bye, viewers.
Ending the stream. See ya.
Bye.